Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I thought I'd do a video regarding the safeties on the new crossbows that you can get. So this is the Armex Tomcat 2 and this is the Horizone Redback XR, but this also covers the standard Redback and the Tron, which you can see there. There's been an issue lately with some of the safeties breaking. So I thought I'd talk about that and talk about some of the things you can do about it and whether you can fix it yourself or whether you can just completely remove it. So the actual part of the safety I'm talking about is this part here, the bit that goes back and forward when you cock the string. So basically, I won't actually do it now, but when you cock the crossbow, that gets pushed back, and then to fire the crossbows you have to press it forward. There's been an issue with some of these snapping. Now, with my old Redback, and actually this Tomcat 2 is reasonably old, not that old, but a couple of years old, I've never had an issue. So I'm starting to wonder if they've started using different plastics or something, or the plastic's a little bit more brittle for the newer crossbows. Who knows? But there is an issue. I've had one break. I know at least 2 or 3 other YouTubers who've had that part break. So this is the actual part that breaks. And this one has actually snapped, but I've glued it back together. And I suppose it's a reasonably complicated part, but it can be made reasonably easily. My one snapped just there. My one snapped there. But as I say, I've glued mine back on, but I don't use it now because I don't know if it'll be strong enough. But I had to glue that back together so that I could make a copy of it. And what I did, I made a copy of that with some aluminium. So here's the new aluminium safety on my Redback XR. And it works perfectly. It works exactly the same as the existing safety. So you can make them. Now, I know not everyone has the capability of doing that. So I may be able to make them to sell if anyone's interested in that. Because it'd be a shame to get rid of these crossbows just because of that feature. You can actually shoot these without a safety, but if you're like me, I'd prefer to keep the safety systems on there. So the options are to either completely remove it, then you've got no safety at all, or replace it. You could probably get hold of Horizone or Armex, see if they do the parts, or get an aluminium one made, or even get a 3D printed one. That may be an option, to see if someone can start 3D printing them. Whether they'll be strong enough, I don't know, but I know that the 3D printed stuff is pretty good. But yeah, I should be able to make those parts to sell. I'm quite behind on orders of things though, so just be prepared for that. So if you do email me or instant message me on anything, be prepared that it may take up to, it could take up to 6 months for it to get done because of a backlog of stuff I've had, because I've had an injury that's lasted almost that long. So it's put me massively behind on all my orders and on everything. But yeah, I could make that part, and I have, as you see there. And as I say, it works perfectly well. Works just as good as the real thing and would last longer. That's never going to break. It's solid aluminium. Shaped it by hand with files and stuff like that. Cut it with a hacksaw. You could possibly melt the aluminium and pour it into a mould. You could knock those out in no time. Which again, I may be able to talk to someone about doing that. They may be able to pour me out all the rough bits, and I could just finish them off to fit. In fact, if I could do that, that would massively speed up things. So if you have had an issue with this safety, there are other people who have had issues with it as well. I don't know how common it is. As I say, I know of about 4 people who this has happened to. There may be loads out there, so hopefully this video may get out there a lot, and then we'll start finding out. Talking about a backlog with accessories, if you do want any accessories from me, let me know, because I make crossbow cocking aid bayonets. They help you cock the crossbows, but it is also an actual fully working bayonet. I'll do slings that can fit over the bayonet or just standard on there, and I also do quivers that hold nearly any bolts, and I also make broadhead bolts for pistol crossbows that would be around about half the price of any other bolts you could buy. If you'd like any information on any of those products, I'd recommend getting hold of me on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram via their instant messages. It's a lot quicker that way, and you'll know I've read your message rather than emails, because emails I seem to have a bit of an issue now. So yeah, hopefully we can sort out these safety problems that people are having and start getting a quick, easy way to fix them for you. Yeah, I just thought I'd put out the info out there that it is a known thing now, and it can either be completely removed or replaced if you want. And if people also want to see how to make one of those, I could do a video showing you how to make it if you like, but I think most people would probably rather just have one made for themselves. Not everyone's got the tools or the capability of doing it. Yeah, you can make your own solid metal or possibly 3D printed, but I'll look into talking to people about both those options for you, and then at a later date I'll do a video with places to get a replacement crossbow safety. Right, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it on some websites, Facebook groups, Twitter, Reddit, all things like that, because it massively helps. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful for you. Alright, see you later.